Who did this? Who did this? Who took the head off of this Buddha? This one's fine. These ones are fine. Who took this one off? Don't ignore that one. But this one, who did it? Also, I don't know why, but I didn't realize the first time I played this, actually really until now, that I was really looking at this room, just how many Buddhas are in this room. And, oh! Welcome back to Let's Play Dave Control Sekiro Edition. I'm Kita, and let's go ahead and have a journey of more lore stuff, because that'll probably be a lot of this. Well, no, there'll be a boss this episode, I guess, now that I think about it. Let's start with the dilapidated temple. So we're going to be finishing up basically the major side quests. There are more side quests to do once I get to the next location, but the major side quests for making it so you can get the different, or unlock different endings, other than the one I already missed. And then at that point, you can just choose and be like, well, which one do I want? I'll just choose whatever. You just need the items to do it. So, wait, did you say anything different? You know what I didn't realize until today? I have just about finished
Still have some business.
noting all the dialogue. Is that it says his name at the top left, Fujioka, the info broker. I don't know why I didn't notice that before.
Hey, friend. They've got all kinds of...
Okay, I think he's already said that to us. I was just double checking to see if he had anything new. And I don't think they have any new eavesdrop until after your conversation with them. But let's double check. Oh, they do have a new one. Okay.
Emma, should you have let him go like that?
He would have gone anyway. I couldn't have stopped him.
You're probably right.
Say, orangutan, I'd like to at least hold on to hope. The hope that he can accomplish it.
Yes, you should.
All right. And let's actually go in. And I don't think sculptor / orangutan says anything. But Emma.
I have it.
An everblossom flower. Yes. There's no mistaking it. Please show me your face. Something has happened, I see.
This will allow my lord to achieve purification. I am merely doing what must be done.
I understand. I bid you good fortune in the battles to come. Master Wolf,
Yes?
I pray.
Thank you.
All right, so that's
Goodbye.
it. That's all she says. I don't think sculptor, as I said
You
anything.
have a slightly different air about you now. It's as though you've overcome something.
I was wrong.
I've abandoned the path, yet I'd never... I'm sure.
Wait,
Hey, don't be afraid.
I thought you said something a little more interesting.
This
Oh, well, whatever. It's still something. So, yeah, like Emma's indication, though, with looking at your face is more so just like I take it to be you're upset with finding out everything about your dad in that part, because everything in that memory is just about how bad he is. You know, it's like Juzo and the ninja are like talking about how he's this horrible rogue shinobi who just can't be trusted and screw him. And then it turns out like that's when I don't think your character realizes he killed you until that moment. So the Badger's presumed dead at this point, Black Hat Badger. I think so if you look at this anti-air death blow text is something that he sold, and now you can't find him anymore in the game. So I'm presuming that means that he died during the... actually, there might be something I can find by going to the old grave about that, but... yeah, so anyways, now you can get anything that he sold here at this location. And this is all I've actually found for this location. It's just purely stuff from Black Hat Badger after this point when he dies. Now that I have the Mortal Blade...
That sword on your back. What is it?
It's just a sword.
Truly?
There's nothing special about it.
If you say so. Should you ever discover that it's more than that, you can tell me.
I've actually never tried his dialogue, so that's what I was curious about. I just wanted to see...
This temple attracts those. And that's
I just
interesting.
wanted to see what he said.
Feel like talking about that sword on your back now. The truth of it.
The Mortal Blade.
What? It's real. You don't suppose you could use it to end this curse of mine?
I've actually never tried this, so I'll just explain what happens if you accept. Depending on what happens here.
No.
But
No.
I see. I can't force you to do it. But please, I beg of you, think it over, will you? I'll be here if you change your mind.
Okay.
So, if you decide...
I will. Of course.
Thank you. A man with your skill could grant a merciful death, couldn't you?
Leave it to me.
Splendid. I must give my thanks to Sekiro. I will prepare for the beyond. The next time you see me, I'll be ready.
So something I haven't figured out yet. Actually, maybe I'll just try to look it up right now real quick. But since I don't have the kanji for it, I doubt I'll be able to tell. Translate.google.com. No. Nah, that's not gonna work. Cause I need the kanji. That's too bad. So, with Sekiro, the ro part is wolf in Chinese kanji, and Sekiro is like the part of someone. And I don't know what Jo is. So I don't know who Sekijo is, but because of what Seki means in the context of Sekiro, I wonder if Sekijo would actually be the sculptor. And maybe also part of why he's hanging out over here is because he has some sort of relation to the sculptor. And yeah, that's something that I need to figure out. Or I guess maybe someone in the comments will know. But that's something I've actually been trying to figure out with him.
I can finally die. My shame for not following my master into death. Can finally...
You're certain of this?
Yes. I want you to kill me.
As you wish.
Go on. Do it.
Yeah, so another thought I have is like, oh, well, maybe Sekijo is the name of his master, but given the fact that he wanted to give thanks to Sekijo, I kind of assume it's the sculptor. So, anyways, we'll finish him off. And yeah, it turns out he's infected, as he has the centipede in him.
Farewell.
He also has on him a hidden tooth. False tooth loaded with the secret shinobi drug, blue in color, can be used repeatedly. Crush the blue nostrum between the back teeth to die as often as one pleases. Could be useful in certain situations. Surely an unnecessary reminder, but the first death is typically one's last. So this is just the bite down, but just an unlimited amount of bite down essentially. So that's it. Like I've talked about before with bite down, I don't really see it as being that useful of an item. But I am curious, actually. I don't think the sculptor says anything different, but I do want to check.
This temple has too many visitors lately.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything new for
Don't
that.
be afraid.
And I was wondering again with the fact that I was curious about if he possibly, Sekijo might have been a nickname of his. I know orangutan was, but he lost his arm. So, and it's just like how your nickname was Okami, but then after you lost your arm, someone, Ishin gave you the nickname of Sekiro. So, it's definitely a possibility. Alright, so to finish up this side quest stuff, let's go to the Inner Sanctum. Because at this point, the Divine Child should be finished consuming the persimmons and stop writhing in pain and all that, which she was doing last time we visited her. So she should be all better now. Relatively so. Oh, nope, I guess not. Okay, so it's like a slightly different point, I guess, in the for like the dialogue for making her thing finish and making it so you can go back to the old memories. Like, it's got to be slightly different. Because, yeah, you can actually do the whole Emma storyline there a little bit earlier than I thought you could. I thought you had to actually have gone to the next location before you go to the past with Owl. Well, I don't know. Did I think that? Maybe not. But, yeah, anyways. So, basically, to initiate the Emma quest line that I did so I could go to the past and I could, do what I did and fight Owl version 2, that was specifically after you eavesdrop and get the point to where Lord Kudo says, I have to do what must be done, because that's what sets Sekiro off. So anyways.
Wolf, we've finally done it. Once we make the fountainhead incense now.
As you wish.
Okay, I think you already told us that. So let's go ahead. I think once we infuse it, this is when we can go and finish the other quest lines, so.
My lord.
Wolf, the mortal blade. Fear not. I will only make a shallow cut. Would you draw the mortal blade from its sheath?
Yes, my lord.
Forgive me, but close your eyes.
Yes, my lord.
It's over now, Wolf.
How is the wound?
I'm fine. I just made a small cut on my chest. So this is the fountainhead incense. It's so extraordinarily nostalgic.
I see.
Well, do you notice anything different?
The aroma and Fountainhead Palace. Those words have been burned into my mind.
Fountainhead Palace. It's just as Lord Takeru wrote. That place must lead to the divine realm. But how can the Fountainhead Palace be reached?
A sweetly scented bridal offering. That was written on the altar where the fragrant stone was placed.
Yes. You now carry the aroma of the Fountainhead incense. I believe the path leading to the Fountainhead Palace will open before you if you go to the shrine within the cave. Immortality shall soon be severed. I'm counting on you, Wolf.
As you wish.
As you wish, my lord.
Wolf, I need you to bring dragon.
Yes.
You must first
Okay,
unite.
so he just repeats the same stuff. Let's take a look at the incense. Okay, that's it. It's pink and glowy. Probably because of Sakura. I just want to see if there's actually anything I missed and I didn't notice, which is why I was doing that. Okay, so at this point, this is when I believe you can actually go back to the Inner Sanctum and this part of the quest opens up. Granted, I don't have to do this right now. I just would like to do it so I can, in my back of my head, be like, cool, I'm kind of like have a mental checklist of all the things I need to do, and I can check off that part of the mental checklist so I don't have to think about it anymore, especially since I keep on like bouncing back to this in between doing a lot of other things. So, okay, here we go. Yep, Divine Child, it's now opened up, and we can come talk to her again.
Oh, Shinobi of the Divine Air? Are you there?
Your eyes.
You have returned, Shinobi of the Divine Air. It appears I have succeeded in becoming the cradle. Could you please take my hand?
Yes. What?
It is cold, much like an ice house, which is why, see? My tears, they freeze as they flow down my face. These frozen tears, take them.
Weird. Tears that were shed by the Divine Child of Rejuvenation once she became the cradle, they are but frozen drops. By having Kuro drink both the dragon tears and frozen tears, the cradling ritual can be performed. Cold dragon tears are just that.
Frozen tears. Does this mean...
Yes, I believe this is what the text referred to as cold dragon tears. The divine air must drink them together with the dragon tears of the divine realm. If he does so, I believe Lord Kuro will be able to rest within the cradle. Shinobi of the divine air, what would you ask of me?
Request some rice, please.
What is it?
Hold out your hand.
All right.
Bless us with a silvery harvest.
It's cold.
With my body so cold, the rice shines with an icy gleam.
It's like fine snow.
That is true. Then that is what we shall call it. Shinobi of the divine air, this fine snow is yours.
Fine snow. Chilled silvery rice that spilled from the palms of the Child of Rejuvenation gradually recovers vitality for time, slightly more so than regular rice. The cold sweetens the rice. Rice is indeed precious. The flavor grows richer and richer, raising one's spirit higher than ever.
I accept.
Rice is precious. Please return should you want for more.
So, just in general, if you're having trouble with the game, with some aspects, doing this is good because then you get the Fine Snow, which is just a better version of Rice, and Rice is really good for recovering HP, and here's just an even better version. And
I apologize.
so,
The rice
you know, you
is
can only
I
have
will
one at a
provide more
time.
when the-
But anytime you use one, you can come back to her and she'll give you more.
If you wish to return the Draki only needs Shinobi, please. Sir.
Okay, just making sure there's nothing
Shinobi,
else.
I look for.
So, you know how you're saying her eyes and she seems to be blind, right? Like, even looking at her eyes, I was trying to do it with the Nightjar scope. They look the exact same to me. Like, I couldn't tell the difference. I don't know if that white was there before in her hair. I guess that's something I should double check with the hair that's coming down. But I think her eyes are actually the exact same. But the implication to me is that this has turned her blind by doing that. So it's a pretty bad loss to take. Taking some hits there. Alright, the one thing I was going to do before moving on, sorry for dragging this out, I guess, before the next big thing, but I do want to check the old grave, because I think there is some stuff going on that we can see happening, because this is one of the points of the invasion that's starting to happen, is they're coming in from this area over her. And I kind of just quickly did it last time just because I wanted to do all the story stuff with, you know, Emma and Lord Takeru and the old graves. So I was thinking about Lord Takeru and how, you know, there's a bunch of dialogue about how Tomoe couldn't get the Mortal Blade. So therefore, like, how did Lady Tomoe and Lord Takeru die? But the Black Mortal Blade that we found out about, which Genichiro has, or Genichiro. And I should have that note somewhere in here. Where's my Black Scroll? So the Black Scroll talks about the Open Gate Mortal Blade. I wonder if that's, and I'm starting to think actually that's what it was that she had the Open Gate and she ended up finding this one instead of the Crimson one, but there's issues with it. That's what you get. Seems like actually a good way to level up pretty quick. The fact that he was just falling down over there. Okay, let's see if there's any dialogue. I think those guys down there might be talking to each other. Man, I really thought like there was some dialogue around down here. But you might have noticed already that the enemies are different. So that's something that's already changed. Like, yeah, I genuinely thought that dialogue was different at this point. Okay. Let's go up the other way for the rest of the killings. The killings! As there's that Nightjar Shinobi just hanging out up here, and I'd rather just sneak up on him. Looked like he was on this part of the... Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's not gonna work. I'm so stealth, guys. I'm so stealth. Alright. Let's go ahead and go in here, actually. I didn't want to, but yeah, anyways, you can see a bunch of blood, and that's why I was wondering if maybe Black Hat Badger died. But I didn't realize that he went to Senpo Temple until this Let's Play, so regardless, there's a bunch of rats who are dead, but it's not Black Hat. I don't know. I haven't found his body, so I am curious. Oh god, I don't want to be here. I want to be on the other side so I can actually sneak attack that guy up there. Last time I didn't at all properly do this, and this time I would like to. All proper like. Oh, there's another Nightjar Shinobi there I totally didn't see. And luckily, he didn't see me, so... Yeah, I'm assuming they're just even more so preparing for the invasion. Is he wearing heels? I can't tell if his feet are... Oh, there's like spikes at the end of the heel. Huh, I never noticed that was part of their design for the feet. Alright. I thought I saw another enemy up here. Oh shit, who just saw me? Nightjar, okay. I don't even know why I'm worried. These guys aren't that bad. I guess it's just when there's a lot of them. Okay. Did he just... I didn't know that they did that. Okay. Huh. Well, what do you know? The suicide bomber Nightjars. Just legit did not know that. Yeah, so they're just like preparing for the incoming invasion. Although over there you just see the normal Ashina guards, but... Oh! No! No! I wanted to hear what he had to say. There's actually someone new. Oh, I've never seen that guy before. That could be really interesting dialogue. Or it could not be. Okay, I'm gonna go back down there, actually. First I have to feel good when like I killed everything. Oh, damn it. And I have to rest too to reset everybody so I can go try to hear him. So the fact that he's wearing red is actually an important note, as that's what a lot of the Interior Ministry or Central Forces wear. I think the Central Forces and Interior Ministry actually might be two different things, and that's again something I have to like think a little bit more about, especially as I start working on these lore videos that I'm gonna be working on. Okay, nobody sees me. Nobody sees me. I just want to get this dope-ass eavesdrop I didn't know about. Who knows what important information it might have? It might be like mind-blowing. Mind-blowing, I say. Okay, I don't have to really worry about this guy because he's facing the wrong way. As long as I get him. Yeah.
Those backwater Ashina Shinobi took the bait beautifully, not even knowing it was a trap. How dumb can you be?
Those backwater Ashina Shinobi took the bait beautifully.
Took the bait beautifully.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking it probably is?
How dumb can
So
you
this
be?
part of the invasion that's going on, wherever like the fighting's happening, is probably it's probably different from where their true invasion point is going to be. That would be my guess. And you know, I should probably actually make sure there's like nothing else like that that I missed real quick. Just do like a real quick run through here. Nothing special, just sprinting around, you know, as it goes. Like now though, it is really easy to go and traverse through all of the castles since they have all of these things built up. I think I checked everything before, but it just makes me wonder if there's more stuff like that that I missed. That would be like important for the lore. I'm sure there isn't, but Yeah, I get it. Interior Ministry, whatever. I just want to go double check this spot to the far left, and then I'm gonna go ahead and warp out. I just wanted to see this spot. And if there's anybody that I can try to spot to eavesdrop on. Also, there's a courtyard that never really had anybody in it down here. And I've never known what the point of it was. And I wonder if there's going to be something now. Or maybe during the real invasion. Because I never really double checked it. Okay, still nothing in this courtyard. I mean, it might just be a safety thing so the game isn't quite so difficult if you're struggling. Another one of those dudes. Can I eavesdrop on him? Doesn't look like it. Holy crap! Holy crap, there are a lot of them there. Okay. That's... Oh, there's another one up there. See that guy? I just want to know if like, there's more I can actually eavesdrop on. Oh, look at that. It's, okay. Well, I guess that makes sense. That there'd be more fighting over here. You're welcome, guys. And now they're going to try to attack me, even though I just helped them out. That's cool. Alright, I'm gonna actually try to check out those other ones that that other guy spotted. I just want to see if there's like something you can eavesdrop from him. No. Alright, rats. Guess not. Ah! Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and make my way back then. So that was all I wanted to check here. It was just, like I said, it was to see if there's any new interesting stuff. And I don't think like this is gonna be any different either, but... Any combos? Any combos? Nope. Okay. Sorry for trying to find out things in the middle of the episode that I should already have been prepared with. But that was pretty cool, though, seeing those interior ministry members just ready to pounce. And I guess how the invasion's really going. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the wedding cave door. As now that we have the scent that we're coded in. This is what's going to allow us to actually finally travel to Fountainhead Palace. Because you gotta smell like it. And once again, coming into this cave, which I never noticed there was like a tree in here. That's interesting. Anyways, giant rope there, right? So let's go ahead and enter the palanquin and pray. Pray to... to the rope god. I was just waiting for that so I could actually finish that sentence. And it kills you. The end. You dead. Rope god has killed you. I mean, I've killed a massive snake. So, what's massive rope god to me? Who has a giant penis thing that's not part of the ropes. They want you to know that it's a male one. That's super important. This is definitely a male god. You know, it's funny because the top of it actually looks sort of like a tree branches in a way. I mean, I guess it is just frayed rope, but it looked a little bit like it. Now, here's my real question. Alright, so Rope God has now taken us to Fountainhead Palace. But how do we get back? And also, how does when does the Rope God return to Mibu Village to transport people back and forth? Like, how did he know just to hang out and wait at Mibu Village? Because now he's become lifeless again, as he was before. How do I go home? And clearly you can, because we know that Lord Takaru and Tomoe went here and came back. And I think they might be from here as well, too. Like, that's what I'm thinking, is that they might be from this place. And that's probably how they were they knew how to get here in the first place. Or they were able to figure out how to get here. I think that's why. But yeah, I mean, there's not really anything else to say about this rope guy, I don't think. I think it's just a mystical element that has no real explanation beyond that. So with this boss, there's ways to cheese it to get like easy kills. That's coming up, which is Corrupted Monk yet again. Or if you jump up here, you can do a... Okay, so I killed this guy, or her, sorry. I killed her on New Game Plus 3 hard mode with the Kudos charm thing, so if I have trouble with her, I'm gonna be a little annoyed with myself. I mean, she gave me a ton of trouble in New Game Plus 3. It took a while for me to get her. Not recorded this time around, though, but, unlike the owl fight. But point is, I'd hope that transfers over. So yeah, for her, for this one, it's really about getting her her guard down. Guard breaking her is going to be important. Whereas, you know, guard breaking the other one it was more about, like, draining the health of the other version, or the first version of the Corrupted Monk. But yeah, so for this part, honestly, I don't think you do very much to her when you try to do this. Like, it's better just to try to deflect her attacks. Shit. Whoa, me. Whoa. There we go. And so yeah, this one too, you're supposed to be able to... Okay, I probably killed her too far away. Yeah, so you can also, for that one, hold on. Shit, no! I actually have a dope method for making this part easier. But anyways, you can also get a, what is it called? I don't know, you can kill her by jumping down on her from this part too, but it has to be at the very beginning of the fight. And she needs to be by the trees. And that's the only one where I've even seen the death blow indication. Or indicator. I've actually never seen the death blow indicator in that first one anytime I've tried. And I've also never been able to pull off either of them. Wow, I'm doing awful. Uh-oh. Woo! This is similar to the other part, where for this, it's really more about deflecting her. And, oh shit. Yeah, I knew I screwed that up. Anyways. Oh, damn. For some reason I didn't think... Well, whatever. I just messed up. In my head, she was doing the other attack. No! Woo! I almost pressed jump by accident. I thought I might have died there. Okay. Oh, I don't know why I'm pausing. I can just do the quick heal. No. Going the wrong way. Going... Shit. I don't know why sometimes I forget. Anyways, if you're facing... Usually they attack from behind you, the way you're facing. And if you do this thing I'm doing, at least at the second point, it always works for me. Where if I'm facing down towards the bridge, they always appear behind me. And it just makes it really easy for this part where I can just slowly run away, just, you know, facing them to make sure, or not facing them, I should say, having the camera face them while Sekiro is facing away. Oh. Yeah, this should do her in. There we go. Alright. And I have a revive left, and I'll have to decide if I want to use it. For me, this part's the part I struggle with the most. You have to be a little more aggressive, and she can do really big dread damage on you very quickly. Oh, that's right. Shoot. If you stay away from her, you can actually get an attack in when she finishes that, always. Because she always does that attack first. I'm used to trying to get away from the dread attack, so I was in my head, I was automatically trying to go a certain way. Actually, yeah, so I think for this part, if I remember correctly, always circling to her right, outside of when you're dodging, or pressing L1, I should say. Always just circle to your right automatically. I don't think it has to be to the right, but the point is more just always try to be circling. Because... Oh, no. Because she will do that, and Dread will just kill you right away. Nope. That hurts you for a ton. So, yeah, don't get hit by it. Yeah, so there's her doing that. And since I had in my mind, go to the right, that's fine. Oh, this is... I don't know if there's any other really good way to take her down, like, well, I guess you can use, kunai and such to drain her, but I mean, like, with the prosthetics for this part specifically. Yeah, just get in his attacks as frequently as you can. Uh-oh, don't dread me, please. Yeah, like that one, you could quickly get some dread in. Oh, not dread, some attacks. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Yeah, actually, it looks like attacking her extra times actually does decent posture damage to her, too. So for this one, attacking is going to get you that posture damage. Okay, well... Oh, no, no! Ah! No! Damn it! Oh, this is it. You done, corrupted monk. The OG corrupted monk. And yeah, that immortality you got, severed. No more infested. I'm done with you. With you. Infested. The corrupted monk guarded the bridge leading to the Fountainhead Palace. Dragon's Tally Board. A tally board carved from a large piece of jade. Possessing this increases the stocks that can be purchased in merchant shops. Such a tally board is highly prized by the merchant class. Old custom dictates that those of dragon rank are recognized as supreme merchants by the Imperial Palace and should be given the best possible treatment. So that doesn't make it so they have infinite stock, but it does help with a bunch of things for sure. And it's pretty... So, you know, if there were some items that you really wanted that they were running out of, go back and grab those. And let's go ahead and enhance our attack power again. The corrupted monk was among the infested, standing over the Fountainhead Palace. Indeed, immortality would seem a fitting quality for Eternal Watcher of the Palace. Her true name is Priestess Yao. And just now that I finished, pretty much, I'm just about done putting all the dialogue and item descriptions into a document for myself so I can quickly search through things. I don't think I've found anyone else named Priestess Yao, or just Yao in general. I think this is the only reference to that. But the question is here, right? Why is she guarding Fountainhead Palace? What exactly is the reasoning here that this happened? And was this something that was in the past? And I'm going to say I don't believe so. I think that this is a more recent occurrence. Same with the seeming spread of the infested that we saw at Senpo Temple. Here you have... Now we're truly in Fountainhead Palace. And you can see that the waterfall that's flowing down, I believe that waterfall is what's going into... like the base of it is what flows into... Well, okay, I was going to say, I think, yeah, the base of it flows to where the Sunken Valley is. Just based off of what everything was saying. I'd have to go look, actually. I think this little mountain area might be what we were looking at before with Ashina Castle with all the clouds around it and everything. Might be this spot, because the Fountainhead Spiral is what it's called for the dialogue I missed from Emma. Because I didn't do her Dragon Spring Sake. But, I guess, like, Mibu Village is fairly close to this, because I feel like Mibu Village would be, like, that's another thing. So, yeah, going into here, I guess some people died around this tree, or this sakura. Sakura blossoms or trees everywhere. And remember how I was talking about how... Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't see me. Remember how I was talking about how Lord Takeru... I said played the flute. So yeah, my thought is like, oh, like these guys, these Mist Nobles play the flute, right? So it seems pretty likely that Lord Takeru would have been one of these kinds of guys. And we'll see what Tomoe seems to be based around really soon here too. At least to my theory and my belief. Now I don't know if they look like this, and I don't think that they would have. I think that again, like these creatures looking like this is a more recent thing. I think they would have looked like the Mibu villagers, and I'll explain that as we get a little bit further along. But yeah, I don't think like this was something that it started off as. I think this is again the degradation of Fountainhead that is kind of like going in line with the infected stuff happening. All the degradation from everybody wanting to be immortal. Alright, so there's a bunch of guards on this house, so if you do sneaky sneak methods, pretty easy to just take care of them real quick. A lot of times the death blow backstab doesn't work very well for me in this game. And especially on these guards up here. Like, what? Why wouldn't... I don't know. It just weirds me out that that wouldn't have... It didn't even appear there. And... Okay, that one appeared. But sometimes I'll see the indicator, and I've seen that this is a problem other people have. I'll press the button, and just nothing happens. Alright, there's some dudes walking down here. Oh, damn it. Okay, so I think Lady Tomoe would be similar to one of these. But, again, probably a version that wasn't quite, fished out like this. I mean, it could have been. Like, maybe she was. Like, maybe they just were an entirely different race. But I think these warriors right here are the Okami clan girls. Actually, I was going to look at her face, but it's not going to let me. We'll do it eventually. I'll look at your face at some point. But yeah, one of the swordsmen, because they kind of dance in a way, and they're really graceful. So, and they're also in the same area, right? Like, you notice that they're kind of together. But we'll find ones that are actually dancing, too, which relates to the whole thing about how Tomoe was dancing, and ones who use lightning. So I don't think it was specifically this kind that we're finding, but there is one that we find later on that I think is, like, the type of warrior that Lady Tomoe was, but probably just even better of a warrior version of it, that uses lightning and everything, which is associated with Lady Tomoe as the Way of Tomoe. Oh, damn it. I was going to try to show you. This one was dancing. Oh, well. There's another dancing one later on, but I don't know if I'll get to him this episode because he's a little bit further. Yeah, for these guys, I actually think, I don't know. Like, you do drain them pretty fast, but they drain especially fast if you deflect them properly. So, there we go. Can I actually look at your face? Can I look at your face? Nah, it didn't fall in the right spot, I don't think. Oh, here we go. Oh, wobble face. Oh, look, it's wearing a mask, I think. Or maybe it just looks like that because of the way things are glitching out. Maybe that is supposed to be his face for real. But I wonder if it's a mask, because they do, the Okami do wear masks, but for ceremonies typically. So that might be a mask over its face. Oh, and I did realize that the final Gortsy's in this area too. So I prefer entering this area through this side. There are multiple sides you can enter through. But something important here is that these things use lightning, and again, that's just the relation to Tomoe again. The fact that I think Tomoe would have been one of the races that lived here. Since, again, when Genichiro uses the Way of Tomoe, it's all lightning striking. And that's what he's using as the Way of Tomoe. Alright, so the thing you want to make sure you don't miss is this guy here, because they can kill you real fast. The thing that drains there, which isn't Dread, it's something different, but, like, it's even worse than Dread. If anything could be worse than Dread, it's that. I mean, it might as well be an insta-kill. But it's like, it builds up incredibly fast. And essentially stalls you, and it takes away all of your health and all your revives. So, unlike Dread, where you can revive, you can't even revive with this one. Aw, these things are so cute. I feel bad killing them, but so it goes in wartime. So it goes. Let's see if I can wipe out all these guys with a big swing. Haha! I did it. There's also some guys up top, I think, so let's go ahead and explore the rooftops before I go around the backside here. Yeah, there's a lot of verticality in this game where you just explore like every roof. Okay, yeah, see there's a dude right there. And I think there might be one on the other side as well, so let's double check before I hop over. Yeah, all right, there we go. Oh, come on. Seriously. What is going on with this? So I'm trying to deflect, and in my head, I know that I'm getting the right timing. But when he misses me, it's throwing me off because I'm like, okay, I know that was a deflect timing. And then he misses, so I try to attack right away afterwards, and it ends up being a nothing. So I can't remember if there was an item down here, but actually, let's double check and make sure there's nothing on the edge of the world that I can get. I don't think there is. Yeah, it's just where all the fountainhead water pools down to. I mean, we can see more of the rope god guy over there. But that it, as far as I know. So far as I know. So something that I find interesting, we're actually about to see right here. No, I've actually never gone under this bridge. Okay, there's nothing to do for it. I'm just curious. This whole area is really easy to run through if you want to avoid it, or you're having trouble with stealth killing or anything. That's the thing with this game. Except for the certain required mid-bosses and the bosses, pretty much everything you can just run through. And I want to double check and make sure there's no items I missed over here. Don't get in the water yet, as there's a Okami warrior all the way over here on that branch. You can actually see right there. I think, no. Oh, there she is, right there. Who will shoot lightning at you if you get in the water. So you have to work your way around before you can get in the water, which is why I'm wrapping around this way. But yeah, so here's the thing that I find interesting here, is that this is called the Mibu Manor. And if you remember, the Mibu Village was where everyone was drinking the water obsessively. So I think, well, actually, I guess I'll show you guys when I get there. First, let's kill this guy. This Miss Noble. Okay, so see this woman right here?
Excuse me, young man.
She looks a little bit more like the Mibu villagers, I think, who we were fighting before in Mibu Village. So I think that this is what they really are supposed to look like, is more akin to this. So there's a thing that happened from the waters that's been changing them into those creatures that we see over there. And that's not good, but I imagine that what this area used to be like and what people used to look like who lived here was more akin to this. So even though there are the warriors who are the Miss Nobles and everything, I think that this was probably what they were actually like around the time that Lord Takeru and Lady Tomoe came from here, which is again where I think they came from.
Young man, please be careful. The palace nobles have a craving for the vitality of youth. They can't help themselves. They want nothing but to sap away more and more of it.
I see.
The courtyard ahead in particular. It is accursed. It's crawling with palace nobles. If you must forge ahead, you'd best go around it.
So what she's saying about what the palace nobles are doing is doubly interesting in two ways. One is that's what the attack that they do on you is, which I don't want to get hit by because it fucks you over so bad. But, I mean, if I do, I do. But I'm going to try to avoid it. But the other thing is just keep it in mind in general that they're trying to suck the vitality of people and the youth.
Why are you telling me this?
I have a favor to ask you, young man.
What is it?
It's about my father.
Your father?
My father is now a noble. And the moment he became one, he found himself entranced by a carp, the great carp. For a long, long time since, he's done nothing but feed that cursed carp. Young man, please release my father from the carp's bewitching powers. I know my father wouldn't wish for an eternity like that.
Okay, so note what she said. My father is now a noble. So he wasn't before, but she lives here. So, I mean, it's possible that they came from Mibu Village and they came up. And we're going to find her father, too. So we're going to talk about it a little bit more, hopefully, if I remember, when we find her father. But, or it's something where he transformed and they were already living here. Shoot. I'm dumb. You're supposed to... Wait, was that bite down the special one? I don't think so. I think... No, okay. Yeah, I was supposed to be trying to sneak and I didn't, but whatever. I'm sure it'll be fine. And there's going to be a Palace Noble right to the left, so it really is, like, they're easy to kill, but you want to take them out immediately. Immediately. Oh, shoot. Gotta remember that when they're jumping, even if I deflect properly, they still attack. I'm trying to... My pride is like, no! Don't heal and don't run away, and... Yeah, I definitely need to. Alright, over there, notice what you see? Can you tell what it is? It's another bowl, if you can't tell. I think... Can you tell better from the... Nah, I don't know. For some... I think I was able to tell from some place it was standing the first time I played before I actually found it. But yeah, the bowl's back. Oh, here we go. You can tell a little bit better there. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, if you had trouble with that, sorry. They back. So I think best way to do this, I kind of got used to trying to run through this area. Just because I was trying to basically just speed run through for some of the stuff I was just, I don't know, just getting through the game quicker. Shoot, 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 shoot. I didn't mean to do this. Oh, god damn it. Oh, man. Good thing the screen's here and I didn't break it, I guess. Ah! This is... I want to try to stealth kill them. One of them. Yeah, I think you can safely stealth kill one of them before worrying about the noble that they're guarding. Because, yeah, these guys are guarding one of the nobles. Okay, where the hell is the noble that it was trying to guard? I'm more worried. Oh, there it is. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. He was really far ahead of them. All right, it's probably going to be following me from this way. But I don't want to be fighting out in the open there because there's the other nobles, like, in that main courtyard. Oh, here he is. Oh, my God. What the... Ugh! Just the camera's throwing me off so much in this area. Okay, that went great. That went so well. Alright, so I'm gonna do something a little different here. A couple Defiant Confetti. Actually, you know what? I think I can kill this guy with, if I remember correctly, with Shuriken. But I don't know if I had to use my loaded Shuriken or what. It's a little bit safer doing this. And the reason why is if you go for just killing him, this guy will see you and start draining your health. So I like to kill the other guy first with just Shuriken. Alright, so this is what I think Tomoe is more similar to. And you'll see why. Oh, fuck me. Although probably a version that used the blade. So there you can see that she uses lightning. This one. So I'd assume that Tomoe... Again, this is just another relation that, oh... Could be, just again, that hinting that, like, oh, Lady Tomoe probably came from the area of people who would know this technique and how to use this. Oh, is that all you're doing? Oh, shit. I didn't know. Oh, I didn't think it was going to spin that much. Oh, damn it. Oh, well. If I had waited for the lightning, I would have killed her. But worked out okay. All right, so let's rest here, and then I'm going to go back and get the stuff that I missed. Oh, not rest. Sorry, I'm not going to rest, but I'm just going to get the idol. Flower viewing stage? I think that's what it said it was called. Well, so it be, I suppose. I think there might be... Yeah, there's another noble in there. That's what's so dangerous about here. There's so many nobles, but... I would like to kill all of them. So I just want to get all the items here and then be able to run around the rooftops and double check everything. Hi, bro. You wanna come dance with me? And it looks like that's what you like doing, by the way you hop around, so. I'm trying to get him somewhere safe where nobody else is gonna see me. Him, her, I think it's a her. Oh, nice. Ooh, the way it flipped around there. Okay, yeah, it does look like she's wearing a mask, doesn't it? Yeah, so she is. Alright. Oh, shit. Is the other one a noble that's coming? Yeah, the other one's noble. Okay. Actually, it didn't look like it was starting to drain my health there, but still, just for the safety of it. I missed almost all those deflections. If I was playing on New Game Plus, I would be dead. Or sorry, with the kudos charm. Alright, so now we can try to deal with these guys. It's still dangerous though, because one of them might spot me at any moment while I'm trying to kill. Okay, and I think that's it for the nobles after this. I think that's all of them. I'm just gonna double check the room over here. Okay, so that's it. They're all taken care of now. So yeah, we find adamantite scrap here. Don't know why, because it says it's an Ashina thing. I mean, I think technically all this region is like an Ashina region. Divine grass. Small part of Ashina is exceedingly old. And that might be that this is just a part of Ashina that's just an old part of Ashina. What else? I know there's things by this tree. Pellet. Can always use those. I'm happy to find pellets. I think that might be all in the courtyard. Go double check some things. Oh, I missed the spirit emblem there. So let's just double check and make sure I didn't miss checking here. Yep, I did miss this. Akko sugar. And yeah, so I guess that should be everything. Oh wait, no, I missed one thing. I missed something. That was a close call. Because usually I actually, sometimes not usually, but sometimes I backtrack in a way. At this point, like if I aggro too many people here, I'll backtrack and then I'll do this thing. And since I didn't have to backtrack, yeah, almost missed this. All right, so we find treasure carp scale, treasure carp scale, treasure carp scale, and ooh, what this? Water of the palace, a cup filled with divine waters, a drink popular with nobles of the palace, and now we know who the nobles are. They're the ones who look like that, who you play the flute. When a wedding procession arrives at the Fountainhead Palace, this is the drink they are greeted with. The nectar of the palace nobles, go ahead, drink to your heart's content. So, I mean, it does seem like they might be trying to get Mibu villagers to come to their place and transform them, and we'll just, again, keep that in mind. Well, okay, I guess the transformation thing... well, you'll see what I mean about that. So the Water of the Palace is for another side quest that you never have to do, really. I guess a lot of any side quest you don't have to do, but it does bring some interesting lore with it. So I recommend it. Before I go up, I'm going to deal with this dude over here. And yeah, so let's actually start traversing the rooftops. And I guess I'll go ahead and try to kill the Sakura bull, because I think I got some, if I'm going to be traversing the rooftops anyways. And then, what do you know, we'll end the level with a mid-boss fight if I do that. I think actually if you come around from the other side, you can stealth kill more of them. I'm going to try that out and see if I'm right. I can't remember if there's actually any items on these rooftops. I think it's just enemies, but again, I'll be checking into that. I wonder if there's anything on that with that one, too. But yeah, so there you can see the bowl much better. I think it's called like a Sakura something bowl for obvious reasons. Okay, there's a couple guys who just saw me that I guess I must have run past or something. I'm gonna try to pretend that they don't see me and just keep on sneaking these guys. Oh, he heard that? Seriously? Oh, the Sakura bull just got enraged by that. Seriously? How does Sakura bull notice that? Okay, are there more enemies over here? Oh, maybe it was just the guys who revived because I rested at that. All right, well the bull doesn't see me anymore, so that's good. So let's make sure there's no more palace guards on the roofs, so I can fight the Sakura bull without worrying about anything. Which again, it probably is like the other one and doesn't discriminate, but just in case. All right, so you can actually stealth kill it from above. Well, not kill it, but get some damage on it. So it goes a little bit faster than the other fight. Oh god. Hey. No! No! Alright, here we go. And yeah, just deal with it the exact same way you dealt with Bull before. Like there's nothing different about it other than it having a cooler head piece with this Sakura stuff. Like I think that this looks really cool as opposed to the fire. But yeah, not really any different outside of that. And actually, because I have more health and everything, it didn't really do too much damage to me just there. Actually wasn't that bad. And yeah, hopefully you have like a decent idea of how to kill it after the first one, so it shouldn't be as intimidating. I get that some people would be like see and be like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. And I think my first time playing it was a little intimidating. But I guess since I didn't have that much trouble with the bull the first time, it didn't worry me that much. And especially once you know how to fight the bull, it's not bad at all. Also, look at this bull's mouth. It looks more like a corpse in a way to me than the other bull. Do you see its face and it's like teeth coming out? Hit yourself on something. Hit yourself on something. Aw. I think if it hits it, I don't know. I was gonna say, for some reason I thought maybe if it hit its head on something, it would lose all of its posture. But that might only be the first bull that you face and just be an automatic thing for the first bull. But this is actually going pretty fast regardless. Oh yeah, the other thing too is since the attack power, my attack power is even higher now. I'm sure that helps with just oh, there we go. Now it did the little thing. Posture went way down. But I think relatively my attack power is higher just because of all the optional bosses I've already fought. A beast karma. Perhaps this innocent beast was burdened with the karma of man. Inheriting the karma of those they've killed is also part of being a shinobi. That's the little interesting bit of lore there. Bulging coin, a bunch of money over here. Yashiriku sugar. I guess that's everything. I guess that's everything. But let's have some fun. Hey. Woo! That was fun. Yeah, and you can see this is where I was having trouble with that one guy a little bit earlier because of the targeting. So, see a little bit into the Mibu Manor. I'm going to circle around this pagoda. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought there was an item here. Divine Confetti. 3. Dang, that's nice. And if you try to traverse this bridge... Oh, shit! It's a great carp! So that's the carp that the pothead noble, or whatever, potjar noble, or the potjar guy from way back when we were playing in Hidata Village. This is what he was referring to. So, anyways, I think this is a good point to wrap up the episode. Let's see if I can acquire that one skill that I wanted before. Nope, need one more skill point. So, yeah, actually made a decent amount of progress. We wrapped up all the big side quests, so now I have the items that I can do. Here, let's look at them. I have the aromatic flower, and I have the frozen tears. So these two things are what allows me to choose. At this point, I can get any of the 3 additional endings when I finish the game. So this is one of the endings, and then this is going to be another ending, and then if I use neither of them, that's a different ending. So, yeah. So that's going to wrap me up. Thanks so much for joining, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Later, guys. Peace.